Jacob.
Big ups and welcome into episode 127 after 1-0 FA Cup dub. Wasn't the prettiest, wasn't the greatest, but guess what? We got the job done. And sometimes I'm going to go ahead and say that's all that really matters. Like Chewy's here. Sometimes all that really matters to him is that he goes outside and that he also gets some food and water throughout the day. So we all got different things that we worry about. For me, I was mostly concerned with just getting through this. A lot of people said, Burnley, that's going to be easy. Burnley, you should do this, you should do that. We all know in this most beautiful sport, there ain't nothing you can do is surefire. But before I go on a rant myself, I got some things I want to say. Which, I got a lot of things to say. But where do I begin? Go ahead and hit a like on your way in if you haven't already, or don't. It's all up to you. Also, partake in the poll. I see 26 votes. The question for today is thoughts on the match versus Burnley. I see 35% says just thankful for PEDRO Porro's right leg. What a right leg it is. Shout out João Felix's lady. 26% says play like that versus Man United and we are losing. And you know what? I would have to agree. We play like that. I don't really care how bad Manchester United are. We might be able to get a draw, but we're not going to win. That was a tough, we gave a lot of opportunities there to Burnley. Burnley gave us a lot of opportunities as well. We created a lot of opportunities, I thought, and we were good in the sense of we controlled that match. I think a lot of people are upset with the overall picture of how today went, and I can sympathize with that. But look, we'll talk about it. I'll get into it. Obviously, nothing new on the Dragusin front. We'll check with Fabrizio at the end of the show here and see kind of what's going on over there. Obviously, waking up to Eric Dier allegedly on his way. Shout out Harry Kane, my guy, masterclass, asking the guy over there, Ulai Honis, whatever his name is, sir, I need me an Englishman. I need someone who understands. And guess what? You might get yourself an Eric Dier. You might get yourself an Eric Dier. But big up YouTube's Bayern Munich fan over there. Big up Hansi G in the chat says, Porro strike saves the day. Hey. Well, that would have gone to replay to my understanding, right? That would have gone to replay, if I'm not mistaken. Or pins, I don't know. Hansi G says, doesn't matter who remembers the crap games if you make the finals, just win. At the end of the day, I agree with this, Hansi G. Think about it. If we were to get to the FA Cup final, if we were to lift that cup, at the end of the day, who gives a shit if we were so bad versus Burnley in the third round it was. Let's get them. Let's get through. Let's get to the next match. That's kind of the way we've been operating, at least this Premier League season thus far. Yeah, replay would have been. Big up Jazz Fusion, first YouTube chat member in the house. Has been Davies Blues, Hammy late. Can't even write this stuff. Look, the bad luck keeps rolling in. Don't worry. If there's one surefire thing in life that will occur, it's going to be Tottenham Hotspur and bad luck with something. And the thing that we all thought that we wouldn't have to think about for too much, guess what? Now we're thinking about it. And if you followed that train of thought, you followed that line, you would know what I'm talking about. Look, I want to call it Lincoln's Law, and I know it's not. It's Murphy's Law. Y'all have corrected me about 11 times, but either way, let me keep saying hello to everybody in the chat. Big up everybody, and also happy Friday. We're about to start the weekend. Starting the weekend, and we got through to the next round. While not pretty, don't care. I do care like big picture, but like right now, I'm just, hey, I'm feeling good. Shout out Spurs Talk Show. A lot of diverse opinions on that panel. And, a lot of people agree with a lot of people. And honestly, for me, I would just say this much. Can no one make me feel bad about a win at the end of the day? And I feel like there wasn't a lot of positives. Like one of the opening questions Sean asked was, what are the positives you would take away from this? And for me, it was like, big up Donovan says he's taking a nap. Wake me up when you go live. I'm going to get on a rant here in a minute, but let me say hello to everybody. Nick Brown, I got to make sure I say hello to all y'all. Big up Nick Brown. Hi, Jacob. Pedro Porro, what a goal. What a goal indeed. Donovan, how you doing? Wake up, my friend. It's time. It's showtime, baby. Donovan, it's time to wake up. Donovan, knock, knock, knock. Giuseppe, big up Giuseppe, says it was ugly win, but a win is a win. Hey, sometimes when you win, you know what they always say, right? Championship teams win when it ain't always pretty, win when things are going against you, and win when things are not in your favor. And honestly, I would say with these injuries, with the people we're starting, with the place that we're at, it ain't pretty. It wasn't ever going to be pretty. Look at some of the names that were starting today. Look at some of the names on the bench. Dane Scarlett literally just walked back into Tottenham after barely playing, I think, 160 total combined minutes for Ipswich this entire season. He hasn't even played less than 290 minutes in his substitute appearances there for Ipswich. But look, he came in. He was on the bench. Brian Hill, I don't know what we ever thought he would be. Oliver Skipp starting. Richarlison. I mean, I'm just looking at some of these names, and Ryan Sessegnon, oh my goodness, we will talk about it. But yes, Giuseppe, a win is a win, my friend. When you get in, plain and simple, you lose and it, you go home. And that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to go home. We played, we won. United is another and a different game. Big up Archibald, another YouTube chat member in the house. I think it is important to keep a perspective here, like Archibald says. We played, we won, wasn't great. United is going to be a different game, a completely different matchup than a Burnley will. But again, I sit back and I look at some of these aspects of the match. To my knowledge, before I really dive into SofaScore and look at all the numbers, I know that we did get over 60% total possession. I think 67 in the first half, something like that. So to my understanding, we were dominating with the ball. They, yes, had their chances, but throughout every match, every team has always had their chances, and sometimes they don't take them, and sometimes they do take them. And it's something that we've heard all too often, right, Archibald? Right? People is just you play this style, you're gonna end up conceding chances. You're gonna give chances away to your opponent. Today was no different than that. Burnley like to go get the match by the scruff of it. They like that style. That plays into Burnley's hand because that's the way they want to play too. But at the end of the day, we played it better than they did. And anyone who's upset about, you know, we didn't look perfect, we didn't look this, we didn't look that, for me, it's hard. It's hard for me to be real upset when we're missing so many different things. We are lacking so many different people in our squad. Egos, characters, leaderships, qualities on the pitch. We're missing that today, missing a lot of it. And we still got the job done. Wasn't pretty, wasn't great. You know, and I kind of feel like a big dummy. So anyone who was tuned in to Spurs Talk Show when it first started, I kind of feel like a big dummy because, you know, in the heat of the moment, I am pissed too. I was kind of like, man, we should have been better. Man, Richarlison, he should have taken those chances. He should have scored at least. I felt bad and I felt mad and I was being critical and I was thinking. And then I started hearing some other people talk and I'm like, yeah, you know, like I agree with them. Don't get it twisted. I don't think that they're wrong in a lot of the things that they're saying. But at the end of the day, I'm just sitting back and I'm wondering, like, why am I going to be upset after we get a dub? Like, how am I going to go around and be mad that we're through to the next round? We played a Premiership side, got through to the next round. We'll see who else can get through to the next round. This is legitimately what I would say I could put hope in if we take it seriously. This is actually a competition where maybe we could get a trophy. And if we won that FA Cup, I'm going to be honest. And this is to all American, domestic, international fans, whatever you want to call anybody. I don't give a good golly shit how anybody feel about the FA Cup, rivals included. If you think it's tin pot, you think it's this or that, I really don't care. You're allowed to feel however you want to feel about that trophy. But for me, I'll probably get it tattooed on my body. I'll probably cry in the moment. I will hold my son and I will remember that for the rest of my life because honestly, to me, it'd be a symbol of the tide changing, of the things that I had hoped for this club and the things that I want for this club. That's what I'm hoping for. Because without that hope, then what's the point of me even worrying about in the middle of my day taking care of my son? How am I going to watch this game? Watching on my laptop, carrying it around, bathing my son with the game on my fucking toilet because it's on my computer. I put my computer on the toilet. So that's just a little clarification there. Yeah, I sacrifice that because there's the hope that regardless of the situation, regardless of all the things that we're going through, regardless of all these names that I'm looking at and all these people that are playing for my club still and or recently, it's not perfect. It's not great, but damn, we won. And if I can't appreciate that, shoot, I couldn't appreciate a flower on the side of the road because I'm too worried about getting to my destination. I couldn't admire the beauty that the world and God's good graces had afforded me. So for me, I just don't live my life that way. I try to appreciate the things that, maybe we just don't think about. And one of the we'll talk about some of the awful players. I think it's okay to be critical. Some of the players, Richarlison, Oliver Skip, first couple names come to mind. I thought Pierre-Emile Højbjerg looked very uninterested. Seemed like he was playing like 1 foot out the door. Ben Davies having to track back and save Pierre-Emile Højbjerg on several occasions. I think twice at least I counted in the limited minutes that Højbjerg had. Look, we're a squad where some players have 1 foot out the door. Eric Dyer's got an injury. Don't question my what did he say? What did Ainge say in that post? Don't you question my integrity. That was the word. Don't you question my integrity. I told you it was an injury. You hold that, you reporter. You fraud reporter. Oh, Ainge Postecoglou after the match, he's had some fiery quotes. He said a lot of really good things. And honestly, again, I just looked down and I saw the name Ryan Sessegnon. Ryan Sessegnon played, and we ended up winning. I gotta appreciate that. I gotta at least be somewhat happy to see my club through to the next round. Again, just because it ain't beautiful don't mean that you can't appreciate it. It's a little pretty, just ain't beautiful. You know what I mean? A win, it's like, yeah, that's pretty. It ain't beautiful. It ain't hot. It ain't gorgeous. It ain't sexy, smoking. But damn it, still kind of pretty because it's a W at the end of the day. So if you can't, if you don't pick up what I'm putting down, if you ain't smelling what I'm stepping in, then hey, that's okay. We're all allowed our different opinions. I haven't really been looking through the comments because I don't want to get distracted, and I'm trying to just speak from my emotion side, like how my mind and my brain, like immediately after the game, my brain's telling me this about these players, about this performance, about the lack of any finishing. Brendan Johnson, one of the most frustrating players for me in that first half as well. I thought Destiny Udogie was good today. Vicario as well. Clean sheet. Shout out the back line. Clean sheet. Got to shout out the back line and the goalie every single time. There are positives. And again, I was starting to say I kind of feel like a dummy when I was thinking about what I was saying when I first went on Spurs Talk Show. And I was thinking about it like, I was struggling to find positives, and the more I kind of sat back and looked, I was like, there are positives. Clean sheet versus an attacking team who's recently found a way to score some goals. I'll take that. Through to the next round, I'll take that. Vicario, clean sheet, backline, clean sheet. Destiny Udogie going forward in that first half, thought he could have maybe potentially been a little bit more lethal in the final third, but hey, I thought he was a very strong on the ball. Bentancur, I thought he had a decent sometimes good, a little bit not so good sometimes. You could tell he's still kind of getting back into it, and that's okay. I have patience with the he has credit in the bank, so to speak, in that term. But look, I thought we very much looked like we were missing several players, and to get the dub, we're missing those players. We're missing key components to what we are, who we are as a team. To me, hey, a dub is a dub. How are we gonna be so upset about a dub? Like, I get it. We weren't beautiful. We weren't great, man. But if we'd have looked fantastic, but somehow lost or had to have a replay, I much prefer this than that, in my opinion. But hey, what's my opinion? Just little old me. Honestly, again, you don't have to fall in love with what you saw today. You don't have to agree with me. You could be like, oh, Jacob, you're an idiot, man. But at the same time, at the end of the day, what were we there to do? What did we lace up them boots, put on them fucking clothes? What did, when those players did that, what was their purpose on the day? To win the game. You play to win the game. I love that quote. You play to win the game. That's at the end of the day all that matters. So yes, not great. Let's be critical. Let's be wanting more. But hey, we won the game. Let's not forget about that is the most crucial component to this entire equation. So that's why I say it with a smile. While yes, Brennan Johnson frustrated me. While yes, Ryan Sessegnon looked like a big sausage out there. While yes, he may have ran around for 10 minutes and looked like he played an entire 90. Yes, those may be things, hey, we could talk about it. We got 9 days until we play Manchester United. So we could talk about all that in the future. But for right now, for me, and this is just Jacob from United Spurs of America speaking, make sure you're liking and subscribing on the video. I'm gonna enjoy it when we get the wins, baby. I'm gonna enjoy it. Hey, I may not have hit the last few times perfectly, but when I rolled that dice, blow. What did I do? I got a dub, and then as long as you come out on top. So Archibald, I feel this. This is I feel like this comment so simple, so straight to the point, and it addresses a few different strings of my emotions. Archibald, we played. Yes, we won. Oh, yes. United is another, and it's a different game. And I think rather than spending the next 9 days worrying about, oh, if we play like this versus United, we're going to get packed. I'll tell you this much. I don't give a shit right now because today is not United game. Today is the day we play in the FA Cup and we got the dub. And at the end of the day, what do I say? The green dub is all I really care about. All I really care about. Wasn't beautiful, wasn't perfect. We had the replacements. We had the Rabumbos, all these different guys running around. looking at some of those numbers that were on them shirts, which by the way, ESPN Plus, I thought that their broadcast, they looked like they dulled down the saturation or something. The white shirts were hard to read the numbers on the back. I felt like the ESPN broadcast was a little funny. Anyone else in America, let me know if you felt the same way. I was watching, I was like, did they take the saturation down in this video? I don't know, but it did look kind of funny to me. It did look like a little bit funny to me. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Again, we played, we won the game. And anyone who don't win in their FA Cup game, you're going to have to hold that, my friend. Oh, I can't wait to see what happens. I hope Arsenal lose. But you know what? Even if Liverpool lose, I'm just thinking, Hassam, Mike Doss, that's going to be fun. We'll see. I bet they'll get a draw, though, and end up replaying, which actually could end up being the best conclusion for us as a rival watching that match. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about green dubs. We can talk about performances. Probably will be less immaculate than maybe the first 20 minutes here. But again, the saying I keep hearing over and over in my head is just, wasn't beautiful, it wasn't perfect, but it got the job done. At the end of the day, shout out Pedro Porro every single time. Let me say big up to everyone in the chat. I know I'm falling behind. I see 90 people across the one platform. I am on a different StreamYard, so you may see this. You see this fucking... You see that? Stupid little... Because I'm on my side account. My side StreamYard account, so I don't got all the bells and whistles, but you know what I do got clips still, so don't you worry about that. Anybody who's upset about Spurs winning today,
he needs some milk.
I'll leave that there. Big up Barry and Baxter. How you doing? Put your hands up if Jacob is your boy. Hey, hands in the air. I'm here for the smooth vibes and mic drop moments. I don't really know if I got the mic drop moments, but big up Barry and Baxter, both of yous. Peter Aga, how you doing? Big up Peter Aga in the house. Scott M is here, says, did not watch the game, but sounds like we were terrible. And lucky it was Burnley we were playing, not a real team. It's funny, when we do play, Scott, when we do play a real team, what would you say? Liverpool's a real team. Arsenal's a real team. Manchester City is a real team. That's just the first 3 teams that I would say maybe you could consider in the Premier League, quote unquote, real teams. So when we play those teams, what happened? Did we lose any of them that I just mentioned? Liverpool, we got 3 points. Arsenal, away from home, got a point. City, away from home, got a point. That's 3 real teams. So maybe it's not luck. Again, one day they're going to say, this guy's not lucky when he walks into the casino and he keeps on winning. Maybe he knows something. Maybe we should not allow him into the casino anymore. It's just my thoughts. You don't have to agree. But big up everybody who is here in the house. Make sure you are hitting a like and all that fun stuff. Big up Jordan in the house as well. Just a harmless potato. How you doing, Callum Roche? Rin, happy Pedro Porro right leg day. Yes, yes. And what a right leg it is. I think he does shave it for what that's worth. Ren, I don't know if you're on Twitter, X, whatever it's called, but there is, I do see it. I'm not like in it, but there is like this boyfriends FC thing going around. You'd probably be very into that group as well. They say a lot of I think that all of y'all would agree on a lot of things that they be saying, but big up Oresh in the house. We lack so much firepower in the final third. We miss Sonny finishing. Johnson needs 100 times to score 10 goals. Look, I did have a screenshot, but I forgot that I can't pull up screenshots on this StreamYard account, but in 39 minutes or 37 minutes, 40 some seconds into the match, Johnson had 10 touches in the opposition's box. 10 touches in the opposition's box in 37 minutes. That tells me two things. One, that we're creating a whole hell of a lot of chances for that guy to get into those positions. So that's good. And then two, that if we didn't get a goal from any of that, not him specifically, but if in those 10 touches that he had, none of his actions led to anything good for us happening, we need to really look at how many chances does this guy need. You know, maybe that goal in the first, 2 minutes of Wolves, maybe that was a little bit of a not so correct. I don't know. I don't know. Big up Ellie in the house. Says, Jacob, we played okay in patches, but a goal stole the show. What a goal. Oh, my, Pedro Porro. Oh, my, indeed. What a goal that was. I wish I had some kind of fun react clip, but I don't, unfortunately. Big up Talking Beer. How you doing? It was very good to see. Big up Amir. Big up Hansi G. Howie Ice. How you doing? Big up Jacob Daniel needs to get out the checkbook. Our center mids are becoming extinct. Oh, big up Sahar, big up Steady as Shark, big up Register Cav says, what's up, Jacob? Hope you're good, bro. Can't wait to beat you next week. Hold that. You ain't beating shit. You ain't beating nothing. Big up Ravi. How you doing? Cal L Agent. Big up to you, my friend. J Co. How are you? I already said hello to Giuseppe every single time. Let's skip forward a little bit. Vietnam's in the house. Nick De La Torre. Dude, you were the only person who wasn't negative when I was watching that panel show earlier. I don't think that necessarily is negative, but like, I'm at least be happy we won. Other people don't. You don't have to. I'm not telling anybody be happy about nothing, bro. Y'all be happy about what y'all want to be happy about. And I'm happy we won. I'm happy we're through to the next round. I'm happy that we also started what I believe to be our strongest starting 11 possible with the limited tools that we had. These are things that I'm happy about. But again, first and foremost, we won. So I got 9 days to worry about United. For the next some odd hours, I think I'm all right. Big up Paul G in the house. How you doing? Big up Jacob. On to the next round. All that matters. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you are well as well, my friend. Happy New Year. Give Spurs their flowers. Give them some flowers. Let them smell some of the flowers. Hey, Hyper Noise is in the house. Says hi. All the real scores 5-1. Just one of the games where only a worldie would score. I had trouble saying that. Let me take a. I feel like I've been ranting for 25 minutes. Give me 1 second. Cheers. What's that? Drink me. We won. Oh, all right. Yum, yum. Big up Hyper Noise. How you doing? Yen is Rubelis. Yo, big up Jacob in the chat. No, Chewy wins a win, right? No, Chewy's right here. But he's kind of covered up by the comment. You can see his feet. He kind of pulled the he did pull the bed away from the cello there. Big up, everyone in the house. Skipping ahead. When's Sonny coming back? I miss him already. Apparently, they could go pretty far, and we could miss him for a decent amount of time. That could be what happens. Big up Mappin says January is all about getting results. We have our best players out, and those we came up in the pitch as backups like Davies, Royale, and Gio. So much more. Yeah, we got it over the line. So well done to Ainge. And look, again, this is why I've said at the beginning of my little mini rant was that I just look at those names you just mentioned. Davies and Royale were our center backs. Giovanni Lo Celso. If I would have told you that those three players would be in our spine of our team in this match in the summer, you'd probably be like, what the hell did we do wrong? And why is that the case? But we got the win with these absolute people that we don't rate. I was going to say something silly, and I'm not. I'm more mature than that. I am maturing in the new age. But it's just, some of these players are very silly. Yeah, Barry Baxter, like just what you said. I ain't beautiful, pretty, or cute, but my wife loves me. Same with me and Spurs today. Wasn't cute or attractive in any way, but I will take you still. Sometimes hey, Barry Baxter, I love this comment. I do love this comment. Because, yeah, hey, sometimes all that matters is just getting it done. Fall in love with the one you love. You know what I mean? There it is. Big up recency bias says, this match was so boring, I was fully expecting a Burnley win as the match went on until Pedro Porro scored. Recency bias, I fully agree that there was a moment in that second half where I was super, super bored and I felt like nothing was going to happen. And it just felt very boring there towards the end of the second half as well. Very bored. Yeah, wasn't great. Wasn't good. But, you know, there's been plenty of times I felt that way and we lost. So this is better than that, and I'll take it. Johnson needs to sit a bit. Yeah, maybe we need to rest the kid. He's been running rampant. Just kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Ooh, so crazy. Udogi was absolutely outstanding. Now you mentioned the back line. Oh, he was absolutely outstanding. He's been our best defender the past two matches, I think. Emerson Royale was a good shout. I mean, he had a great game today. Again, Burnley, Emerson Royale should shine versus these caliber of clubs, and he did. And you know what? Again, I'll take it. Emerson Royale did not allow a goal to go past him. Neither did Ben Davies. So there you go. That's something positive as well. Big up Tom Martin says, evening, Jacob in chat. Big up Tom Martin. How you doing? Big up Nita in the house. Big up Paul G. It don't bother me. It's just borderline ridiculous. Have your opinion. Hey, we can all have our opinions. Ain't that right? Disingenuous and just straight up pessimistic. I don't think I was either one of those things, Jordan, personally. But, hey, we won. Like Tom Martin said, hey, we won. I didn't think I was disingenuous. I felt like I was pretty genuine. I felt like this entire show and every show that I do, I feel like I'm a pretty genuine person. But hey, I guess you're allowed your opinion. Just highlighted how much we miss an elite finisher like Sonny in the front line. Big up Cubes. We absolutely miss Sonny in the front line. Big up Patty Hardnett. Big up Buddy. The double is back on. Oh, it is on. We made sure it stayed on. Wasn't the best way, but it stayed on. It's still alive. Why is everyone so upset? Why is everyone so upset? The great Herman Edwards quote. Yes, Herman Edwards, that's what it is. You play to win the game. I could put it. When we woke up that morning, Jazz Fusion, when I woke up, I didn't wake up being like, hopefully we, just play really, really well today and show everyone that these backups can get the job done. No. I woke up saying, I want to win this motherfucker. I want to go out there and get this W. And what did we do? We did just that. So how am I going to be upset when the job was completed? It's like you go do the heist, right? You go do the heist, and in the movie, it's like all these things go wrong, but at the end of the day, the best outcome for them still happened because it's always a Hollywood movie, right? How could you sit back and be like, we successfully did the heist? It wasn't the best. Yes, some damage was done along the way. Some things were compromised in the process. But at the end of the day, we got the W. We got the A. We got the W. And anyone who don't like it, you can hold that. Hey, we got the W. That's how I feel. Hey, it's a W. In 2-3 days, I'll look back and be like, oh, I'm, this, and this. And yeah, I think that's right. But right now, hey, we got the W. Hey, talk to me nicely. Hey, hang on. We got the W. Hey, we got the W. Hey, there you go. That's the victory kangaroo. If you don't know, now you do. Let's see who else is in the house. Big up Ben Spurs. How you doing? T-Bag says, I predicted a 4-1 win. How wrong was I? Oh, so wrong. I predicted 3-1 as well. So how wrong was I? I thought, but you know what? It's interesting because these predictions, we weren't wrong about the fact that we were going to get these opportunities to score. Richarlison could have had 2. And then plus the one of Pedro Porro, that's 3. I was not too far off. You were not too far off. We need a left wing, sell Richie to Saudi. Ooh, sell him to Saudi. Here he is. Hassam says, oh my God, yay, we beat Burnley. Let's all celebrate. Pathetic. Oh, you just wait. You're lucky I'm not. Ooh, you just wait. You're lucky I'm not on my main account because I would absolutely have played it already. But you know what? If you think it's pathetic for me to celebrate a Burnley dub,
you and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like, ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
You who thinks it's pathetic to celebrate a dub, you're a donkey. You take the whip and you boom. Ee-aw. That's my favorite part of that clip. Ee-aw. Big up Hassam. Make sure you're subscribed to This Is Football. But you can hold that. You don't want me celebrating? Hey, we got the W. Hey, that's for you, Hassam. We got the what? We got the what? We got the W. Hold that, Sam. Hold that. Did you get the W versus Spurs either? No, you just like Burnley, right? You can't even beat us either. Hold that, Hassam, to the highest degree. Ee-aw. Talk to me nicely on this Victory Friday. This weekend, Victory Weekend. You can't take that away from me. Nobody can take that away from me. Hold that. Hey, we got the W. All right, I'm going to stop. I'll keep going through comments. Y'all got me going. Y'all ain't talking to me nicely. On this, the day of a W. How dare we? How dare we? The injuries have hurt us bad. They really have. ESPN Plus was rough. Screen looked dull. Yes, Giuseppe. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. It looked like the saturation or something was turned down. Even the scoreboard, like the red wasn't the same red as the FA Cup red. You know what I'm saying, Giuseppe? I know Giuseppe know what I'm saying. Giuseppe always, we on the same page, Giuseppe. Plus, that is one A-class name, by the way. Giuseppe. Luton owns you. Shout out Liverpool. Can't even get it 3 points versus Luton. Hey, 3 points at Kennyworth Road ain't for everybody. At the Kin, it ain't for everybody to pick up 3 points nor keep a clean sheet. Respectfully, we did, but there we are. Steak. It's a simple game of football. You have to win. Let's not overcomplicate it. Yeah, I like that. At least let's not do that today. Can we just say yay, you know? Hey, big up Ellie. Smash that like button if you loved Pedro Porro's goal tonight, or if you were upset that he hit that banger, hit the like anyway. My hands are in the air like I just don't care. There she is. Woohoo! We on a roller coaster tonight. Woohoo! Hey, woohoo! Hold that, everybody. Damn, no one want to be happy tonight, except for a few of us, but they'll probably call us crazy. They'll probably clip my silliness tonight. I don't give a shit. Another thing I don't care about is when people are like, oh, well, you can't celebrate this or you can't appreciate that because what are rivals going to say? Like, when they see you, rivals are going to make fun of us. Bro, you think at any point in my life I gave a fuck what some dude at the school thought about me? No, I'm me. You either like it or you love it or you don't. You got 3 options. Some people say 2. I'll give you 3, my friend. But you can hold that as well. Anyone who don't like it. Hey, we got the W. Hey. Talk to me nicely. Big up, Drula. How we doing? Craig the Gecko, man. Big up. Where's Chewy? He's here. Don't worry. He's there. You can see his feet. He moved the bed. Yada, yada. Big up, Mike Doss. You can hold that as well, my friend. Big glad that you safely traveled through the news. Everyone's asking where Chewy is. He's right there. He's just right there. Look, hang on. All right. I need a Chewy cam. I really do. You see him? You see him now? See? He's sleeping right there. There you go. He's here. Don't worry. It's a dub. I always bring Chewy for a dub. We lose? I bring Chewy for a loss as well. Don't you worry about that. Big up John Fitzpatrick. How you doing? Do you know when the draw is for the 4th round is? I think it's Sunday after everyone plays. Or Monday, I think the last game is. I think the last game is Monday. If I'm not mistaken. Hang on. There we go. Hey, we got the A. Hey, we got the W. Everyone arguing in the chat. Don't question my integrity. Hey, let's get into it. Some of the things that I saw post-match. I know I ain't seen everything. I tried to make sure I ran through some of it. But honestly, oh so beautiful when things just happen to go our way. So let's go through some of the stuff. I don't think I'm going to catch up on the chat. So you got anything important? Just either use your membership chat, because if you're a member, you got a chat, you got a free chat you could use. But it looks like everyone's arguing in the chat. Big up Faz Radfar as well. I'm really glad Angel didn't play a weak lineup as well. This says, when that hit the top bins. Pedro Porro, you are a clown. I did star that. Shout out James Coyes with Spurs related. Very class tweet, very quick with it. As soon as it was over, it says, when that hit the top bins. Big up Pedro Porro, Bob down under, grabbing that membership. What member did you grab? The Lover's Lane. Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to the family. Well, you've always been part of the family. I think you were gifted before, I think is what it was. Sorry for anyone whose family may be listening. They're like, what the hell are you listening to over there? Big up. Hey, but appreciate you getting that membership, Bob. Thanks, my friend. It does do wonders for the channel. Let's see what other things I've got saved for you. Angel Postacoglu says, quote, we are pleased to be through to the next round, and that is the main thing. Hold that. My manager says that's the main thing. But I'm told we got to be concerned and worried and scared about this, that, and the other. Angel Postacoglu says, we're pleased to be through to the next round, and that is the main thing. We were wasteful in the final third. We will analyze those things and feed it back to the players because we are in the next round. My favorite part. We are in the next round. That at the end of the day is what matters most. Big up to Spurs. I don't know why I bookmarked that, if I'm completely honest. I like this quote here from Vicario. Says, please don't forget that Vicario said this. I would have signed in blood. I would have walked from Italy. What a lad. What a lad. And I thought he was good today. That's another positive. He had some good saves. Oh, big up Ben Spurs. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the chat, y'all be talking to who y'all be talking to, but big up everybody. Big up Howie. Okay, y'all were talking to each other. Y'all were just having a friendly discussion to each other. Davies and Emerson were excellent. Read the play well, made crucial intercepts throughout. Come on, you Spurs. Hey, come on to the next round. Immaculate Vibes wins again. Immaculate Vibes always win, my friend. At least in this household. Question, it would have most likely been Madison if he never got injured, but since he did, and to you in the chat, who's a better shout for player of the season so far, all things considered? Porro or Vicario's mine. I think he's saved us in more games than anyone has won us in games thus far. He's probably done it equal to the amount of the time the teams have won. Like when Richarlison and Kulusevski linked up for the game winner versus Sheffield, when we won those eventual matches. Shout out Joel Matip's right boot. But that was Pedro Porro who did drive that pass in there. So they're both good shouts, but Vicario, for me, he's kept us in more than not, and he's been absolutely fantastic. Yep. Hey, we got the W. Good evening to Faz Radfar. Good evening to you. Who said just win, baby? That was the old owner of the Raiders. I think they were in Los Angeles at the time. And it was Al. His name's Al something. I can't remember his name right now. But he said, just win, baby. And he was the owner. And now his son owns it. I don't know why that song's so catchy, but hey, we got the W. Hey, Celebration Police at it again, telling me what I can and can't enjoy. Oh no, you cannot. No one can. You know who can? Not even the can. Haha, that didn't really make sense. Porro showing he should have been on the mid-table team. Hey, I don't look so crazy, right? I was on This Is Football last night. We did Team of the Year. Everyone got so upset that I said Pedro Porro was my nominee for right back Team of the Season thus far. Not based on career, not based on anything other than the first 20 matches of the match in the Premier League. I thought Pedro Porro was at least a good shout, so I nominated him. Everyone started trying to dunk on me. But look, boom, he had the screamer. If I'm not mistaken, the last goal like that was scored in that same position, in that same manner, was Stephen Carr. Back in the day, Stephen Carr with the right-footed far post. Look at it go. You people are ruining the game just like VAR. Are we supposed to cry because we won? They can hold that. Jacob Huggins says, you still in the Alamo. Hey, we in the Alamo. We're alive, baby. You thought we were dead. Jacob Huggins, no. We still alive. You thought we were done for. You thought that was the end of the road for us. What is aren't there those memes where like the guy's like this on the floor and then his friends are performing CPR and he's like, oh, and he gets up and then he starts dancing with everybody. That's what that was today. The Alamo. We ain't ever forgot the Alamo, Jacob Huggins. We ain't ever. No. Can't no one tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Hey, just like that song that Hassam likes to say that he calls me Billy Ray Cyrus. He says, Old Town Road, Jacob. Hey, I'm gonna take that dub to the White Hart Lane. Hold that. Like in the movies, Davies was the sidekick until Van de Ven got fit. And then the poor sidekick got axed off the script. He not only got axed off the script, Ash P, he got, what is the best way to say this? He went outside to check if the power was working to the house, and the villain of the movie got him. He's done for. Rip. Ben Davies, I thought last 3 matches, he's been good. You know, I guess we can't have too many healthy hamstrings in this squad. That's our problem. When one hamstring come back, the world must taketh another. So absolutely unfair. Hey, y'all, vitamin dub is just what we need. Hey, Jay Murray, vitamin dubs in the chat. Give me that. My body need it. And it feels so good. And it feels so good. Yeah. Take me high. Pedro Porro scoring a goal. We need Huang next to Son. Could you imagine that little link up? That'd be nice. Another clean sheet for Fraser Forster. Where's Chewy? I just showed you Chewy. Don't you ask that again. Alfred Oscarson says, cup games can be predictable, so I'm happy. The game wasn't that bad, but Richie and Johnson were poor. Skip did not know what was going on. This is a very good assessment, Alfred, and very fair and balanced, and I agree. It wasn't that bad. We controlled majority of the possession. We had a lot of chances. It's just Brennan Johnson and Richarlison were very poor finishing, the opposite of clinical in the final third is what I would call it. But we were still getting into those positions, which shows me the system works. That's why, hey, I ain't gonna do it anymore. I'm done. I said I was done. I'm done. Said I was done. Big up Nita. Big up Nita every single time. Hey, we got the W. Sorry, I'm actually kind of being annoying tonight. That's what I'm saying. Hey, we got the hey. Loving the no beard look, looking younger, bro. Thank you, appreciate that. My wife likes it too. I kind of miss the mustache, if I'm honest. I think the mustache is funny looking, and I like funny. And when I have a little mustache, it's kind of funny looking to me. But it was my wife's birthday on New Year's Eve, so I shaved the face. You know, hey. She likes my baby face, and that's what I'll give her. We lost Sonny. Liverpool lost Salah, yet City didn't lose anybody. That's one way of looking at it. Hey, we got the W. Where are we at in the chat? Love that Vicario quote. Yes, that is one of the good ones. Goal of the season. Shoot, have we scored a better one than that? Shoot, I don't think so. I'm trying to remember because all of our goals were just like really well-worked team goals. But that wasn't a well-worked team goal. That was just individual brilliance, which is what I said we weren't relying on this season, individual brilliance in the final third. But that's what that absolutely was. That finish wasn't well-worked. It was the goalkeeper threw it to homeboy, and then Pedro Porro said, oh, hello, I'll take this. Thank you very much. Take a 1, 2, 3, a bow, and just smacked it. Just beautiful. What a beautiful strike. I'm going to be watching that on replay. And just, I should watch it right now. What a goal. Big up Sleepy Mocha. How you doing? I'm making sure I say hello to everybody. Member or not. We celebrating dubs over here. They playing with a deep block and Spurs trying to walk the ball in. Big up Unknown. Hey, we didn't need to walk that ball in at the end of the day. Hey, we got that W. Hey, talk to me. But make sure it's nicely. Talk to me. Talk to me. We got that. Hey, that's the way I see it. Watching from the stands, Davies is the weak link now. Well, don't worry, Delucky Irish. You won't have to worry about Davies being your weak link anymore. His hamstring proved to be the weakest thing of all. Hey, we got that. Sorry. I'm really sorry. I think that's just my ADHD when I'm excited. Richard Evans says, big up Jacob. Like secured. Big up Richard Evans. Look, you're not even a Spurs fan. This is a Chelsea fan. But I got friends of all different walks of life. And I want to say big up Richard Evans. He comes in here, supports the channel. You know, you don't always have to just hang out with me all you want. I appreciate those that do. But how many likes we got? But thank you so much, Richard Evans. I'm not even a Spurs fan, and he's liking the video. So that's why I always say, if you're a Spurs fan, you could for sure at least like the video. I see 69 likes, nice, and 118 votes. So that's, by my mental math, about 50 people that didn't hit a like button, which is interesting to me. We got that W, and 50 of you don't want to hit that like. It's suspect, but you are allowed to do whatever you want to do in your life. You don't have to hit a like button. It does help the channel. It is free. But where are we at in the poll? Hey, we got that. Hey, 38%. Hey, we got that. Just thankful for Pedro Porro's right leg, 38%. 27% says play like that versus Man U, and we are losing. I do agree with that. 24% says good enough for the win, and I'm okay with it. Hey, we got that W. And 12% says dreadful, and Spurs are very lucky. I always do try to give representation to those of you that may be of different persuasions, you know. Always try to make sure I give representation. Let's see, what else y'all saying in the chat? Hey, we got that. Big ups today. How you doing? Says, is this what's expected from our attack without Son? I take a win any day. Good enough strike to win any game. Hold that. Just like whenever we won versus City as well as today. If you remember way back in the day when we won versus City, what was it? Just a Heung-min Son, left foot, whooshoo. That's going to be what it's going to be, you know. Sometimes you got to win a game with just one shot. One opportunity. Shout out 8 Mile for that. Can we have a Destiny Udogi? Oh, yes, we can, because he also had a great day.
Destiny Udogi. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Udogi Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
In Ainge's press conference, yes, I do have some of those quotes. So let me pull some of those up. The Romero screamer was a cool goal as well. That was a banger. It was on the half volley, I think it was. Ooh, what a nice one. Kuti, kuti, kuti. John M says, big up Jacob and Chewy. Question, in the U.S., do you have Sky Sports? No, we have ESPN. I watched it on ESPN Plus. That's what I was watching the game on. Bob Down Under says, BJ copying flack, but I thought he was having a go, but didn't get to finish. Kulu, poor game, and Richie didn't help Brennan. You know, I'm curious, where do we stand with the with our assessment here? Because by all intents and purposes, Brennan Johnson is one of the highest rated on SofaScore. So you're not wrong, Bob Down Under. He was highly active. I was just very frustrated. I would say the thing that the flack that I'm throwing in his direction is the part that you mentioned in the final part of your first sentence. Didn't get the finish. 10 touches in the opposition's half in the first 37 minutes. I think you gotta be doing more than what I saw. You gotta be. Richarlison only had 3-4 touches, and I was still asking for 2 goals out of him. I just want more from him. He showed me again today what he is good at and then what he is not good at. Like he's shown me in a few matches. He's good at getting in behind. He's good at attacking that back line. He's good at finding those channels and finding that space. And when we get him the ball, he gets those chances. But 10 touches in the opposition's box in the first 37 minutes of the match, I'm sorry. I just feel like you gotta do something with those chances because we created those with his help. But he just got to do that next step. You know what I'm saying? When they create a dance, they go the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It wouldn't be 1, 2, 3, and then you just don't do the other 1, 2, 3. Like, bro, we know you can dance. Just dance, man. Just dance. Give me the other 1, 2, 3. Hey. That's what I'm saying. Just go it. Hey, Guest hit it twice. Big up, Guest. I do appreciate that. Most shots taken without scoring a goal in the Premier League this season. Pedro Porro with 33. Oh, wow. And then Anthony. You don't want to be in a conversation with that guy. Big up Ryman's son. Evening all. Happy Friday and New Year. Big up Ryman's son every single time. How you doing? Let's see who else is here. Trigger 501. Lo Celso was woeful today. Gave the ball away. Wasn't really providing a lot. We looked better with Kulu playing the 10. I thought Kulu was invisible that first half. I don't like Kulu as a winger. I've said it very many times that I think he's all the things that he can do well, he can't excel at those in that right wing position. At least not from what I've seen thus far in this season. But when he is put in that 10, he does look a lot better. Things start looking better from him. His passing, his hold-up play, everything. I just think he's better in the middle. Giovanni Lo Celso, I don't think was that awful, but he was getting hit a lot. He was hitting a lot. I thought he was getting stuck in a lot, and I like that. I do like him getting stuck in like that. And as long as he's showing the fucking will and desire to keep playing, I'll take that from Giovanni Lo Celso. I don't expect Giovanni Lo Celso to go out there and be a worldie every single match, but what he did do well was he was getting stuck in, and that's the positive I'll say about Gio today, because that's really the main one. I thought there was a shot that he took kind of advantageous, if you will, but not the greatest, but hey, it is what it is. Yum, yum. Big up Ren says, and this is why Jacob's streams are elite. The most immaculate vibes. Big up. I appreciate you saying that. Look, again, I always say, fan, content creator, rival, y'all all allowed to feel however you want to feel about the match, about the result, about any of this, that, and the other. All I'm doing on this platform here is speaking on how I feel. And if someone's on camera with me here on this channel, then they can tell me how they feel. But for me, again, we play to win the game. You play to win the game at the end of the day. You play to win the game. All that matters to me. When I lay my head down at night, I know we did not get knocked out the fucking cup by Burnley. And I like that. I like that very much. Excuse me. Really glad I muted myself. That was a big burp. I'm really glad I muted myself. And y'all didn't have to hear that. Wow. Let's see, what else y'all saying here? Talking beer, we should have gotten Alex Scott when we had the chance. He's good. He scored his first Premier League goal. He opened his career Premier League scoring account versus his boyhood club. What a dream for him. Nobody played well today, and we still took home the dub. We did take home the dub. Absolutely took home the dub. You miss every shot you don't take. Fair enough. What else y'all saying here? I think I'm almost caught up in the chat. Oh, yes. There we are. All right, I caught up. I feel better. Big up everybody in the house. I think I said hello to everyone in the house. I don't think I missed any names. Barry McAvoy, how you doing? I think that was the only name that I missed. But big up everybody. Good to see everyone in the house. Scott says Lo Celso's a much better 8 than a 10. I would agree with that as well, Scott. I do agree with that. Why would you say this? Jesus from Arsenal would not bang. No, he would not. He's so bad. He can't even take the number 9 shirt from Richarlison at Brazil. What are we talking about? Winners or grinners? I've seen many grand finals played bad, but won. Everyone's happy still. If we played like that in the final and won the fucking cup, I wouldn't give a shit. So I'm with you, Hansi G. I'm hearing what you're saying. I smell what you're stepping in. Yes, sir. Haha. Let's see. Let's go to some of the stuff on the Twatterverse that I've found. So I like this quote from Ainge. Basically, he said this is a separate issue regarding selling Eric Dier, or if it was an injury that kept him out of today's squad. And he said, that's a separate issue, mate, but do not question my integrity, you motherfucker. When I say he's injured, motherfucker. I know he didn't drop those MF bombs, but I did for him. Because he was about to, just look at his face. He's pissed. You don't want to piss that man off. Also, this is just a screenshot here of Pedro Porro. Let me make this larger for y'all. Hang on. This is Pedro Porro's. You can't really see that. But all you need to see is on the right-hand side what the colors are. Those colors, the more green it is, the higher rated the performance. And this is Pedro Porro's last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches, in which some of those matches were losses, like the Wolves, Aston Villa, West Ham, Brighton. All of these matches are Pedro Porro. So again, you don't need to worry about what number that says. Just look at the green. If you see the green, you know what I mean. And when you look at the green, that's good things. Like green W's, just like we love here. Honestly, Pedro Porro, shout him out. Arguably one of, if not the guy who is the best. Sorry. I realized I just stopped talking there for a second. Let me see. Look, I want to shout out Guglielmo Vicario. Look at my man's after Pedro scores his goal. Hey, he was every single one of us after too cold, my friend. What a guy. I got this. Here, let me go like this. Let me go like this. Ange Postecoglou snaps back at a reporter, quote, don't question my integrity, after hinting towards Ange not really telling the truth regarding Eric Dier's absence from the squad. Really curious what y'all think here in the chat. Do you think, big up Shawnee Raid, Spurs Talk Show Raid. Big up everybody coming on over from Spurs Talk Show. Hey, I see y'all piling in now. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're talking to me nicely on this, the day of a W. Look, I don't know what the boys were saying. I am going to listen to the end of Sean's show later tonight whenever I'm helping my wife with dinner. I'm going to finish listening to, because I had to leave at one point because I needed to do this show here on my channel. But look, today is the day of W's, my friend. I don't know. You may not have liked it. It may not have been the best thing you've ever seen. It may not have been even the best thing since toasters were made. But I will tell you this. It's a W. And we should be happy about that, I think. I think that we are allowed to appreciate while still saying, hey, we weren't great. I've seen a lot of really good teams not play great and then just get the job done anyway. When you talk about contenders for any realm of any success in any competition, you have to have these kinds of matches where you're not great. You don't have your people you can rely on. You don't have the things that you can use typically in any scenario. But guess what? You still got the not even 3 points. You move on to the next round. This was do or die. There's not a second leg. Sometimes when you're not beautiful, you're not the greatest thing. Hey, big up, Rafi. That's a new name in the chat. How you doing? It was boring. You can say it was boring. You could say we were awful. You're allowed to critique these players. You're allowed to not like the performance and think that you didn't see things that gave you some kind of hope. But there's a lot of things in that match that I watched that personally gave me a lot of hope. And I'm choosing to at least today, for the next 24 hours, I am choosing to enjoy the things that were positive. We got a clean sheet when we started the names of Ben Davies, Emerson Royale in that back line. We got a clean sheet. I'd also say Destiny Udogie showed again why he's one of our best defenders, and he's one of our best people going forward in the first half. He showed that as well. Jamie Donnelly got a run of minutes. I thought Jamie Donnelly looked pretty youthful in his run. A very limited sample size, but I think it's a good way to kind of dip his toes into the pool and start ingratiating him going forward. Just been redirected. Big up everyone who is all redirected. Look, over 227 people in the house. Big up everyone who came on over from that raid from Spurs Talk Show. I do appreciate it. Look, if you are new, hey, my name is Jacob. You've probably see me sometimes on Spurs Talk Show. You probably see me here, there, everywhere. But look, what I would say is this much. We got the W, my friend. And anyone who's that upset about us getting the W, you're allowed to be, but I would suggest one simple thing. Just for 12 hours, allow yourself to enjoy the end result. A lot of people weren't here. Big up everybody. Big up everybody in the chat. I know I'm going to miss a lot of y'all. Big up Barry Shuttleworth. There's a quote, and I quoted it earlier, but those of you who are, there's over 230 of y'all, you play to win the game. When the players woke up today, they didn't say, oh, I hope we play really good football today and don't win. Or, oh, I hope that, we show good signs of this or that. Like, there's all these things that we as fans are putting on this club that we want to see them do. But at the end of the day, everyone could agree. What we wanted was a win. We wanted to get through to the next round, not lose to Burnley in the third round of the FA Cup. Continue to push for what could be our greatest chance at a trophy. Let's remember, there's I think 8 Premier League teams playing each other, something like that. And we were part of that. And we got through. A lot of Premier League clubs are not going to see it through to the next round. And again, that's something I can be proud of. That's something I can be happy about. That's something I think that again, I'm going to show another quote that Ange Postecoglou had because it was absolutely important. And I think it's just something I want to remind people, if those of you who did just get here. We are pleased to be through to the next round. That is the main thing. We were wasteful in the final third. We can all agree with that. We were wasteful in the final third. Brennan Johnson, again, 10 touches, first 37 minutes of a match. To get nothing out of all those touches is absolutely wasteful. It says we will analyze those things and feed it back to the players. And this is my favorite part here. But we are on to the next round. And at the end of the day, isn't that kind of what matters the most? In my opinion, I think it is. Yes, be critical of the players. Yes, demand more, want more. Let's hope for better. But let's remember some of these names on this list of players that were playing today. Let's look at some of them. If I would have told y'all in the summer, Richarlison up top, Giovanni Lo Celso behind him, with Oliver Skip behind him, and then behind him is a duo of Ben Davies and Emerson Royale as our center backs. If I told you that in the summer and said, but don't worry, we win that and it's a cup match, you'd be like, holy shit, how did we do it? You know how we did it? A moment of individual brilliance. Yes, this formula that we are implementing, the Ainge style, the Ainge ball, as we love to call it, we are able to do it. Everyone's saying that we're not able to do Ainge ball. Oh, we need to this and that about Ainge ball. To me, we're able to play Ainge ball. That's very clear. Ainge ball got Pedro Porro all them touches in the box. Ainge ball got Richarlison them 2 chances in the first half. Ainge ball got Pedro Porro seeing that high press, putting the goalkeeper under pressure throughout the entirety of the game, forcing him to make a mistake. Some people are going to say, oh, it was lucky that we got that. It was a lucky, just a banger screamer of a worldly goal, and that's the only reason. It's not the only reason. We were pressing them the entire match. When our subs came on, our press looked much improved. And again, that starts through the middle. Dane Scarlett put the man under a little bit of pressure. He's been having Richarlison pressing him all game. And then all of a sudden it's Dane Scarlett. You know, he's thinking in his head, he's probably a little bit quicker than Richarlison. He's got a little bit more energy. Who the fuck is this kid? He just got here from Ipswich. Who the fuck is Dane Scarlett? Right? That's probably what he's thinking. So then, what does he do? Boom, throw it. That guy can't handle it because guess what? The press is still on and Pedro Porro gets the ball. 3 touches. Guess what? They don't want to play anymore. They're tired. They're getting worked from running their press. They're getting worked from us running our game, dominating in possession, dominating with the ball. They were tired. We'd had Pedro Porro, 3 touches. Ba, ba, ba. Pichoo. Take that. Ha, splash. So tasty. And if you can't appreciate that, I don't know what to tell you, my friend, but you can't make me not appreciate it. You can't tell me that I can't take some happiness, some solace. Again, I had a rival in this chat earlier telling me how pathetic celebrating a cup win over Burnley. I'm celebrating a cup win over a Premier League side, over a side in which we did not completely have all of the weapons and tools that we would love to have on any given Sunday or Friday. I'm also celebrating, this is Green Dubs weekend, Green Dubs Friday, opening up such a beautiful plethora of a flower garden for my weekend. How am I going to be upset? Did I lose and I'm going to have to sit here for 9 days knowing that we just lost to Burnley in the FA Cup? No. What I'm going to do, I'm going to celebrate, because at the end of the day, a dub is a dub, and if we're not here to win, I'm trying to get these damn balloons to go, but the camera don't want to get them balloons to go. But I hope y'all know I was trying to make them balloons go. Look, through to the next round. Talk to me nicely. Again, all that matters through to the next round. Hello, Terry Collins. How you doing? Let it marinate. Absolutely let it marinate. Why not? Look. This is it's pretty easy today, but in the show, I do like to do a little thing called Man of the Match and BDE of the Match. So if you are still hanging out this on a Friday evening for the UK, Saturday morning for those of you down under, and it's a Friday evening for me. I guess it would be approaching Saturday morning for those of you in the UK as well. But if you are here, you are at United Spurs of America, please do make sure you are subscribed, liking the channel. Again, if you came over from Spurs Talk Show with Sean, he wouldn't send you here if he didn't like where he was sending you. I'll tell you that much. Why would Sean do that to his viewers? He would send you somewhere where he wants you to enjoy yourself. And again, win, lose, or draw, I'm always going to have immaculate vibes. That's how I am. And it's even going to be better when we win. And guess what? You play to win the game. We won the game. Look, those of y'all that thought Chewy wasn't here, here he is. He's sneezing. He's standing up. He's spreading his hair all over the place. Hey, life is great, man. We're through to the next round. Got them dubs. Hey, collecting dubs. That's why you play. I'm trying to not repeat myself, but again, why do we play the game, my friend? To win. Big up Daniela Zito says, hi, Jacob. Come on, you Spurs. What a banger from Pedro Porro. We were so average in that game. The game was screaming out for a moment like Pedro gave us. It was. It was waiting for someone to grab it, take it, and celebrate it. Not take it and be upset about it, but That's just me. Saturday afternoon for Hype and Noise. How you doing? Giuseppe's got man of the match for Pedro Porro, no doubt. Mark Cook's got Pedro Porro for the goal. Højbjerg for the block. This is a very good shout. I think I actually forgot about Højbjerg doing that little block there. That's my fault. When there's a low block, you take shots outside the area and cross it in, stretch the defense. When you're... What the hell is that? Did my wife just start the Roomba? What is she doing? What is she doing? No, it's not a Chelsea shirt. Why would I ever wear a Chelsea shirt? Why would I own a Chelsea shirt, first and foremost? But keep getting y'all's man of the match and BDE in just like this, like Ryman's son done it. Man of the match, Pedro Porro, BDE, Super Vic, Venom Vicario, as I like to call him, Vicario Sicario. He is the deadly assassin, the smiling assassin, the smooth criminal, as I like to call him. The best keeper in the league at this point in juncture. I stand by it. On This Is Football yesterday, I was there fighting for the mighty Tottenham Hotspur. We did a team of the season with all bunch of rivals from a bunch of different clubs. And you know what? It wasn't unanimous, but majority rules. And Vicario was, in fact, voted the goalkeeper of the year thus far by majority. So everyone can hold that if you don't agree with that, in my opinion. But look, I'm going to go ahead. And normally when I have a guest on, I'll say, hey, so-and-so, what is your man of the match and BDE of the match? And they'll say, oh, Jacob, I think so-and-so. And then I'll try and defer my answers just to differentiate it a little bit. But you know what? I don't have a guest. Y'all in the chat are my guests, so make sure y'all are letting me know. And also partake in the poll. Why not? All these things are free. I see 123 likes on the video, 177 votes on the poll. That's still 50 people not liking but voting. Hey, you're allowed to do what you want to do, but watch my shoes. The only thing I would ask is do what you do, but watch my shoes. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. I would appreciate it if you did though, however. Oh, we got a couple new subscribers. Just hit 3.4K. We went over 3,400 subscribers. So big up to every single one of you who did just subscribe. Again, if you are new, hello, I'm Jacob. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Again, you can find stuff here about 5-6 days a week. I go live. So yeah, I do appreciate all the new people in the house that came on over from Spurs Talk Show. Again, big shout out to Sean boy, my man Sean. I see y'all getting some of them comments in, so I'm going to go ahead and get mine through, and then we'll get yours on as well. Look, everyone's going to say Pedro Porro, man of the match. And I want to say Pedro Porro, man of the match. I do. But honestly, if we ain't going to give him his flowers when he actually do something good, I don't know. But I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to just switch it up. It's going to sound crazy, but this guy right above me is my man of the match. Emerson Royale. Obviously, this means that Pedro Porro is going to get the BDE award of the match. So that's for sure. But Emerson Royale, I'm going to run through just some of these numbers here. The full 90 minutes, out of position. He got 1 clearance, 2 tackles, 3 out of 3 ground duels won, 5 out of 6 aerial duels won. 5 out of 6 aerial duels won. 126 touches. This man had 120. If I told you before the season started in a match where Emerson Royale had 126 touches, you'd probably be a little concerned about the state of Spurs at that moment. And yes, you would be right. But 126 touches, 120 passes attempted, 107 completed, 89% passing completion with over 100 and not over 100, exactly 120 passes. You can see it right above my head. I'm not fucking making this up, y'all. Emerson Royale. What a guy. That's a Romero-esque performance at that position from his standards. I'm absolutely thrilled with Emerson Royale. This is why he wasn't loaned off. This is why those other players that, other right backs, I ain't gonna name no names, Jetspins, but I ain't gonna name no names. I'm just saying. There's some things to be excited about. We have a utility man like Emerson Royale play left back, right center back. He'll go wherever you want him to go, and he'll do it with a fucking smile. That, my friend, is an asset. So I'm giving my man of the match. I need to pay homage. We have to give flowers when flowers are due. 6 out of 8 with his long ball passing as well. Hold that. Emerson Royale had a good game, I thought, man. Emerson Royale. But obviously Pedro Porro is going to get BDE. What a cock rocket. What a screamer. Pew! We got the W. And what a beautiful view it is when you're at the winner's table. What a beautiful view it is indeed. Let's see what y'all are saying about the man of the match in BDE. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of Pedro Porros. Ellie's got Pedro Porro's man of the match, and Højbjerg is the BDE. Hypanoi's got Davies for the man of the match. Porro, hey, Davies did rescue Højbjerg, I think, twice in that second half when he gave away. I thought Højbjerg looked kind of uninterested outside of that save. In his passing specifically. And let me specify. I thought Højbjerg looked uninterested in his passing. A lot of lazy passing, I thought. He didn't look interested. I think he got one foot out the door. Udogie and Porro for Guernsey. Guernsey. How you doing, Guernsey? Drula's got man of the match, Pedro Porro, BDE. Højbjerg for the save. Okay. Maybe I need to put some respect on Pierre-Emile Højbjerg's name. Maybe I ain't put enough respect on it. Is that what I need to do? Put some respect on it. Big up Rich, man of the match, Pedro Porro, BDE's luck. Oh, no luck today, my friend. Best keeper, Big Vic certified. Yes, sir. You already know. Let's see. Anyone else got their man of the match? Vicario, BDE, Royale. Bob Down Under. I think we're stepping in the same. Bro, we're always on the same vibe, Bobby Down Under, Bob. So big up yourself right now. BDE for Pedro Porro from Oresh. Emerson Royale's man of the match. Hey, we on the same vibe. I guess I'm not too crazy to say that then. Man of the match, our backup fullback starting as center backs, keeping a clean sheet from Rich Weiss. What a great choice. Pedro Porro, the BDE. Big up Rich Weiss. Or is it Vice? I don't know, but you are wise, my friend. Rich is very wise. I think you're like the third Rich in the chat, so big up. 3 Riches. Hey, the more riches, more problems is actually probably what they would say. Johnson at 7.8 is wild, but he was getting a lot of chances, so I guess that's why he got rated so high. Reckon, Jacob, you could cut that. That's true. Good thinking, Yanis. I'm going to do that. I am going to do that. Great point. I'm going to star that so I actually remember to read that. Big up. Let's see. Who else? Porro and Ainge for Yanis Rubelis. Big up, Hugo. Says, you absolutely fraud. Lucky win. Hold that, you absolute fraud. I hope you take a fat L versus Liverpool, but we'll find out. Man of the match, Bentancur. We could have lost without him. Big up, Gary T. Mahora. Very new name in the chat. How you doing, Terry? We need a compilation video from Royale. Hey, we do. We always need them comps. Get those likes up for Jacob. Big up Mark Cook. Appreciate you getting in here, telling everyone to get those likes up. It is absolutely a free way to support the channel, support what I'm doing over here at United Spurs of America. Mick Dundee says, man of the match, Emerson controlled the back line throughout. Great choice. Look, I think that's going to do it for the show. I will be back this weekend. We will be talking more things this weekend. So I do appreciate every single one of you who did tap in. If you are new, make sure you are hitting a like and subscribe. I am redirecting this over to Sarcasm City's TV with Flawless. I'm going to go over there for a little bit and talk my shit over there as well. A little Q&A. So when you get on over there, say Jacob Raid, say USA Raid, you can say Coys, say whatever you want, as long as it's talking to me nicely. That is always the motto when we're here. But I want to say big up to Bob Down Under, grabbing that membership throughout this show. There's been over 200 of y'all, so I big ups. I do appreciate that. Maybe we could hit 200 likes on the video by the time I wake up tomorrow. We will find out. But before I say goodbye and good night, let me see what the vibe says on the poll. 186 votes on said poll. 33% says just thankful for Pedro Porro and his right leg. And that's how I'm feeling tonight. And 28% says play like that versus Man U. We're losing. I do agree. 27% good enough for the win, and I'm okay with it. 11% says we are dreadful and Spurs are very lucky. And yes, you could say that, but what I would say is we got the W. Hey, we got the... Hey, Chewy, what's that, Chewy? We got the W. Hey, so if you don't like it, hold it. I don't really care because I'm enjoy it, and I enjoyed you here for episode number 127. Thank you so much to those of you who watch this live. If you are watching this back on playback, hit me with comments with your man of the match and your BDE. Let me know you were here watching on playback, and I'll always make sure to say hello or at least acknowledge your comment in some shape or form. But look, y'all, I'm going to go on over. I'm going to keep doing my thing and catch some more of me over there at Flawless Sarcasm City TV. Until next time, folks, I want you to do the same damn things I always tell you to do. And that is stay blessed, stay fresh. Up the lads. Come on, you Spurs. Quiz.
United Spurs of America with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.